So now that I see it, CD wrote LOL. And it seemed like he was upset, but actually maybe it was a legit LOL.
Because it was so funny.
Because it was. The reporters are laughing. He's
I don't know
who.
Listen, I don't know who I have a bigger problem with there. Jerry Jones or the gaggle of reporters that are indulging. That wasn't funny.
The Nobu part was funny.
But at the front end when he said no. They asked him why. He was paused for about 8 seconds. He's like, because I went to high school and I went to college. And it didn't make any sense. They started laughing. I didn't get it. Listen, here's my question, Wilds. Do you still think they have some big master plan about how and when and why they're paying people to play the media cycle? Or is it possible that they're handling this wrong?
It's possible. Oh. I'm open to the idea that they're handling it wrong and they're not just waiting until the Olympics go away to sign everybody. That's a possibility.
Yeah, so here's the way. Sorry, let me just put on my capologist hat for a moment.
Oh, sure.
Here's the way first-round pick NFL contracts work. They sign a 4-year deal. You have the option after their 3rd year to do 2 things. Extend them. Mm-hmm. You also have the option to pick up their 5th-year option to turn it into a 5-year deal. The no-brainer, no-doubt first-round picks, there's usually 2 or 3 or 4 a year, get extended after year 3. Almost all of them that are any good get extended after year 4 there is the rare exception. T. Higgins wasn't a first-round pick, but when it's like, you're really good, but we already have a great player at that position. That's how it works. So the Cowboys could have gotten CeeDee done a year ago.
Yep.
That's the position they're in right now with Micah. Micah, the draft class after CeeDee. Now is the first time you can extend him. They are not doing that. I think that's a mistake, but so be it. A lot of teams tend not to give guys deals after their 3rd year. But not doing it after their 4th year for a superstar player who is the only legitimate player at his position on your roster that you're going to have any type of investment in is malpractice. And to then make light of it when he's not there, and we'll see, how long he wants to hold out. We'll see how far he wants to take it.
Really
yes, but the rookie fines can be forgiven. So that's the other thing. So I
thought his were unforgiven.
Trent Williams fines can't be forgiven.
Oh, okay.
If I'm wrong on this, they can tell me, but I'm 98% sure if you're on the rookie contract, they can be forgiven. Okay. But regardless, I don't know why Jerry would say that. I just don't know what's to gain from it. I also don't know why they are trying to play hardball when, for a player of his caliber, it's not that different from draft pick slotting.
Yeah.
We just know what the money is.
There's not a lot of creativity there.
Right.
That's why I don't understand what is happening. When Bruce's like, they're working on it, they'll get there. I'm like, what are you guys doing? When you're in the room and you have the graphic that we always put up, I'm like, all right, Justin Jefferson is here.
A.J. Brown's there.
A.J. Brown's here. Yeah. Like, okay, where do you want to be? Like, I want to be right there. Okay, all right, done. So I don't understand what the whole.
And it also, the other piece of it is that market that now reads, if we should have had him pull the graphic, average annual value, $35 million Justin Jefferson,
yep.
$32 million A.J. Brown, between 30 and 32 Tyreek and Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's what it reads. That chart a year ago when you could have signed CeeDee read 30 million Tyreek Hill, and it was fake, which is why he just got his adjustment, and no other receiver above 27. So you could have gotten a CeeDee then, probably for 28, definitely for 30, and he's immediately a bargain. And so unless you, after year 3, were like, I don't know if he's that good, I don't know why you don't do it then. I certainly don't know why you don't do it now, because I think there is an argument for the Michael Pittman, nothing against him, that caliber of receiver, like, draft a guy. You know what I mean? But for a undoubted top 10 guy that you drafted when you have no other wide receivers of note, not paying him is insane.
Before we move on real quick, Mike McCarthy We miss CeeDee. We love CeeDee. He's in the middle of a business situation. It's like whatever happens in Fight Club stays in Fight Club. Whatever happens in business is his business. But at the same time, whether it's support, whether it's I've got my own contract issue coming up or basically on the doorstep, Micah retweets CeeDee Lamb's LOL. So now it's a little bit like it's just starting to feel, whatever you want to say, what level of mess this is, I'll tell you what it's not. Football. It is not. There's no news coming out of Chiefs camp that isn't football, except when Patrick Mahomes is throwing the ball behind his back.
Or disrespected by bad lists.
Yes, that's it. Lions, locked in on football. Lamar lost some weight. That's the big storyline. So the idea that there's so much drama there.
So, yeah, I mean, to be fair to Dallas, the Niners are dealing with it,
The Niners aren't guys, that's why I didn't mention them.
And the Eagles are
Eagles
dealing
are in
with
supernatural funk.
Okay, yeah, dealing with other things. Let me just say real quick on the Micah piece. The other reason the CeeDee negotiations right now, in my opinion, are being so terribly mishandled is you're losing the ability to go to Micah Parsons and be like, listen, we understand you want to be paid after year 3.
Yep.
We're not going to be able to do that, but you know we're going to take care of you after year 4.
That's a great take. Yep.
Because he's like, well, I don't know. CeeDee Lamb was one of the most productive receivers in the league last year, broke all the Cowboys receiving records. You're not taking care of him. So what makes me think a year from now you're going to take care of me? We're both first-round picks taken around the same spot in the first round. Why are you taking care of me when you didn't take care of him?
Good take. Cowboys kick off their season in 29 days against the Browns. The question is, will CeeDee Lamb be on the team? You would think, yes. Until you look at CeeDee Lamb's Twitter profile, which he posted a picture of him and Hollywood Brown. Then Hollywood Brown posted a similar picture. Also, for the record, CeeDee removed America's team from his bio. Now,
yes, he's not going to the Patriots.
is the whiff of CeeDee to Kansas City something or nothing?
Well, listen, here's the thing. If the Chiefs really wanted to, they could get involved in these wide receiver sweepstakes. Like, I don't know that CeeDee Lamb's available. Brandon Ayuk clearly has been available. They could do that. They have the ability to move money around. They have all their draft picks. They could do that. And there is a school of thought of, well, if you have a chance to become the greatest team ever, which I think 3 Super Bowls in a row would certainly give you the argument for. Yep. Like, how you would weigh that against the undefeated Dolphins or the Patriot, 3 and 4 years, or the 3 and 5 years they did later. I don't know. But it would be the first team to ever do it. Go do it. It is not at all what I would want them to do.
If CeeDee, like,
if you could trade a first-round pick for CeeDee Lamb and he's on the Chiefs, I would not want them to do that. Because
I do not believe. Right now, you are all head right now. But if breaking news came into our ears, hey, CeeDee Lamb is on the Chiefs, you would not be like, you gotta be kidding me.
It would, no, but it would, to me, it's not that. You're right.
Awesome.
It would, in the short, it would be a sugar high. But I believe the Chiefs have a chance to be the best or second best team in the league each of the next 10 years. I think they can have a 10-year window of Super Bowl favorite. Doesn't mean you win it all, and I think that if you just say we are going to screw up our books, past 2026, not be able to re-sign these great young defensive players we've drafted, trade away future draft picks because we're trying to win this year, when I think they are going to win this year anyway.
True.
Like, so it is something that I think there's a reason why the Chiefs were, they actually shopped at the bargain bin in wide receiver free agency.
Yeah.
Hollywood was $6 million. We're talking about it might have been $8 million, whatever it was. Wasn't a lot of money, and they used a draft pick on it. So I'm glad they're not in the Ayuk sweepstakes. CeeDee would obviously be fun, but I think it'd be short-sighted.
You want Juju back?
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.